after a long night of driving, we arrived at the hotel this morning. Didn't have much time between when we got here to when I had to play Street Fighter 4. I was the only one that had anything to do today, but everyone else decided to come tag along for the venue. You know, there's always someone you're gonna run into just making your circles around the ballroom, so Friday's definitely a fun day.
Adidas before, I mean, but mostly Jordans. I wore those things religiously.
You brought it.
Chano, pinche Chano. Pinche Chano. Este chicharrón is the best chicharrón in all of Mexico.
My name is Jeff.
It's from Ramos. Ramos chicharrón.
We had this every day, every morning when we were out in Monterrey. They took care of us, Chano and homie Papa Perro.
Yeah, so while I was playing the first match of the tournament in Street Fighter 4, I played against an able player, and I had a cool little link that I rarely got to use. It only works on able, but if I ever get the chance to stun somebody, it's actually the most optimal combo. And I kind of found it late in the game, so I never really had a chance to use it. But I found a chance to try it against this match with the able player. Jeremy was commentating, and he saw me miss the link. My focus turned into like, let me stun this guy again so I can show it's not a jab, you know, so I show him the right combo, which I ended up successfully doing.
It would definitely change the momentum against Brenton's school. He would definitely be a little reluctant on offense. Damn, okay, stand fierce off of that? That was cool. Look, I said off of Snake Strike he was gonna get crouch jab to EX, right? To EX not training. But then you pulled out the fierce and just made me look like an idiot. That's cool too. Don't worry about it, Brent. You obviously still play this game, and I know that for a fact because you whopped me the last tournament. Don't worry.
It was just funny because I made my point to correct him on what he was saying on the tournament, because he thinks he knows Rufus, but he doesn't know. He has a very young level understanding of Rufus.
Welcome to NCR. Brent had Street Fighter 4 pools at like 10 a.m., so we all went with him. He was pretty godlike watching him play against Storm Kuboss, getting hype and everything.
Okay. Good matchup for
Okay. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here, Kubo.
Sick counter pick, bro.
Counter pick.
He picked Dan against me as a counter pick, which is funny because like I don't think he knew who I was or about me. So when Punko came up to him and told him in his ear like Rufus, like Brennan's cool Rufus, and he's like, oh Dan, like instantly, like that was like his go-to thing. So I thought it was pretty funny, and in my head I just smirked because like he had no idea what was coming for that.
Chris.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this pick of Dan?
Dumbest pick I've ever seen in my life.
Why is that?
Because we have the best Dan practice in the world.
And it ended up going my way. I bodied his Dan, and he picked Rufus and bodied his Rufus as well.
Jump back fierce. Very smart stuff from Brent.
Good game.
Always
good
prepared
game.
to go airborne with Rufus.
So, HD.
My next match was against Ian Sanity. Played him tons of times over the past years, so it was just one of those matches. Ended up going in my favor. Usually it does go in my favor, so I was able to hold it down this time as well. That put me in top 8 winners, and then so I lost to Pinoy, and then I got sent to losers, and in loser side I had to play against Knuckledew, and he picked soccer against me. He just knows the dirty stuff. He's practiced the setups in training mode. He knows the unblockables, and he actually hit me with something that I'd never seen before. So good stuff to him for that. He took me out. He took out Storm Kubo right after me with the same exact setup, so it was kind of funny. And then Pinoy actually ended up winning the tournament. So I beating Knuckledew in grand finals. So I lost to first and second place. Can't be upset at that. Well, I can be upset at that, but yeah, I guess it's the comfort logic, you know.
during that time period, I didn't really do much. Was just kind of lingering around, saying hi to everybody that I haven't seen in a while. Played some matches, played against Gachikun. I lost 5-3, should have won every match, went down to like Pixel. Finally beat Big Bird's Ken in a mirror. It took him only not to like play Ken for a while for me to beat him, but and then he beat me with Rashid. We ended up kicking it with John Velociraptor and his homie Tyler from Arizona. We went to their room, played some games, and it was around like 4:30 or 5. I finally just laid down on a bed and I passed out for 2.5, 3 hours. But like it was funny because I kept waking up every 30 minutes or every hour, and every time I would wake up, I would just see like new people in the room, and I would just wake up just to talk shit on whoever Brent was playing. So that was kind of cool.
It was a relaxing day. We got an early day tomorrow as well. Me and Chris both have pools at 10 a.m., so we're gonna have to be up early. Don't feel too tired, but I think we're gonna get a decent night's rest.
Yeah, now we're here. Just got some Denny's, about to grub. Today's been a long day. Gotta wake up super early tomorrow. We have pools at 10 a.m., so I gotta be up by like 8:30, wake up, shower, get in the right mental state, practice a little bit. Looking forward to doing work tomorrow. So yeah, that was our day. So Saturday was pools for Brent and I. I made it to winners semis. I played against Mikey, and I play against Mikey all the time online. I felt really confident picking Ken against them because I usually do really good against the Zakuma.
So here it is, Samurai versus Chris T. I imagine it'll probably be Ken for Chris, although he's been playing a lot of Akuma these days, and then Akuma for Samurai.
And he does love that character.
Yeah, Ken, that's his boy for life.
He came back and beat me. I had some rounds that I stole as well, but he definitely had control in my opinion. And he won it in the last round. I did a wake up EXDP. He blocked it and punished me for it. So good games to Mikey on that. He sent me to losers bracket. I fucking had him.
Which one?
On the overhead, bro. I was up match point and round. And I went for the medium kick overhead and I fucking got low 40x fireball. I should have just waited and whiff punished. Why did I go for it? I have life lead. I don't follow my own goddamn fucking advice.
First match I played Chris G. I beat him 2-0. He played Guile, and Chris and I had practiced that matchup a lot yesterday. And Chris was shitting on me, so it kind of gave me an idea that I wasn't playing against Guile with the proper mindset, and it kind of forced me to play calm. And Chris G, he was doing a lot of wake up EX flash kicks, and I blocked 2 of them. Got hit by about 4 or 5 of them, but I mean, the ones that I did block counted, and I blocked them when they mattered. I got a clutch, crouch medium strong confirmed to super, which was very important as well. Hard to do that in the heat of the moment against Guile in a tournament situation, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I beat him 2-0. It's one of those things where you got to take it match by match, and hopefully see you guys on the other side.
But I was able to make it out of the losers bracket. I played against Lud again. This time he went Chun-Li against me.
Yeah, so I played Tokido my second match. He's just so hard to open up, man. He doesn't really press unnecessary buttons. He doesn't take unnecessary risks. And when I say he doesn't take them, I really mean like he does not take them. And it's really hard to even like think of how I'm gonna get the opening. Am I gonna have to whip punish him? Am I gonna like get close enough to throw him? He's implementing such a strong mental pressure as well as pressure in the actual game. You know what I mean? And it's really hard. The second game I got close to taking. It was one round apiece, and then the last round I had actually a life lead on him. I finally closed him into the corner, and I got a little bit aggressive and dashed in to put him in a mix-up to actually kill him, and I ran into his low forward V-trigger, which got his comeback started. It was one of those situations where I feel bad about going in, but at the same time, I didn't want to position myself away from him again and then have to work that game plan back again of getting him to the corner. I felt it was the time for me to try to explode, and I lost for it. So I don't even want to look at the fucking losers bracket right now, man. It's a Shark Tank, but we'll see how it goes.
Now, I thought that I was gonna have to play against Fudo or Cien, but Smug ended up bodying Cien, so I had to end up playing against Smug. He ended up beating me last round again, and I was really disappointed about my loss. I felt like my losses are always on a loop. I always feel the same way when I'm losing, like I did the same things incorrectly, and it's usually having to deal with confidence and decision making that, you know, before you go into a match, you have all these theories, all these thoughts in your head of how to approach it, and it's only a 2 out of 3, so you have to execute as well as possible.
I got bodied by double jeopardy, well, by character, I guess, this time. I lost to PR Balrog's Akuma. And, I mean, I don't really know what to say other than it's just a matchup I'm struggling in. Sometimes I beat Akuma, sometimes I lose. There's just no like consistency. Can't figure it out. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I really don't. Here with the homie Chris. I'm eliminated from 3 games. That's 6 fucking losses. Each one hard as fuck. I don't like losing in anything. Street Fighter 4, ST, any of that stuff.
Kevin, I was like the Akuma player when you guys were like battling.
I was really disappointed about my loss because I went outside and I was just sitting down. I always feel the same way when I'm losing, like I did the same things incorrectly. And it was really like eating me alive. I'm not happy about that. I obviously want to, you know, shoot to win, but you know, I got 25th. I guess that's okay.
So Sunday of an event is usually pretty relaxing. If you didn't make it, none of our group made finals, so we just had plans to kind of relax, maybe get a chance to get some good food out throughout the day at some point. Chris had some stuff he had to take care of with his team.
My manager hit me up, Shino. She said that, hey, Sunday morning we're gonna do this photo shoot with Team Beast.
We're meeting up today for Psy Games Beast photo shoot. I don't know exactly, we're waiting for Daigo right now, but we got Fudo here, Gamer B, you just saw. Shino went off somewhere. I just went off to the bathroom, I just got back, so we're just waiting for the photo shoot. I'm getting nauseous because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna come with you.
Peanut butter dark chocolate. Either that or a Cliff Bar, but I always get Cliff Bars. Maybe I can try this. Eating hot Cheetos with chopsticks. Can we get this on camera? No! Can we get this on camera? She's eating hot Cheetos with chopsticks.
Yeah, you can't get your fingers all dusty.
Can we, show us, come on, please.
You see, reason I do this because I don't want to touch money and dirty, and I don't want my finger to be red. Look. No, because because you know when you eat this one, your finger is red and one
All
thing
red
and
is
you.
red, and you don't want to lick your fingers.
Yeah, and
I mean, you do want to lick your fingers.
No, and you touch
do,
the
but
money and the money dirty. You
Dirty.
don't want to eat the germ.
You don't want any germs.
I'm crazy. Asian person.
You're not crazy. You're very smart. But can we get your name?
Andy.
Annie.
I like you, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay.
Fudo was there, Gamer B, Daigo, Eduardo Piarog. And we took some photos. It was pretty cool, to be honest. The individual photos are cool and all, but when you're standing next to Daigo and you're wearing the same shirt that he is, and you know that he actually picked you, he wanted you to be on the team, it was honestly like a dream come true for me, because I remember watching Evo Moment 37 and I was 15 years old at that time. And I thought, man, this guy's playing like my favorite character and he just did the sickest thing that I've ever seen. And I saw the hype, that's what got me into the FGC. And I never thought that I could be on the same team as this guy or even be competing at that level. And you know, he believed in me, and I'm on the same team as him now. So that moment when I was just standing there, it was kind of surreal. It was really awesome to experience that, and you know, I got a lot of that to thank to God as well, because all of these opportunities I don't deserve, but I've been blessed with.
Life's a trip, bro. Life's a trip.
My favorite part about Sunday was all of these questions that I've been having, all these issues that I've been dealing with as a player, as somebody that's trying to understand Street Fighter V. This is my second Street Fighter game. All these issues that I'm dealing with right now, I kind of asked Daigo to help me out, to help me understand a little bit better. And he had messaged me saying, okay, well, at NCR, since Shino's gonna be there, we can sit down together and talk, and she can translate. So Sunday afternoon, after our photo shoot, we were thankfully able to sit down with Daigo and Shino and get a lot of good footage that you guys are going to be seeing. If I could sit down with him for 10 hours, I would, and just ask him questions over and over and over again. But, you know, he had finals, he had top 8 in the next 3-4 hours. So, and he wanted to go back up to his room and sleep. So we had to keep it, you know, respectful. But we still got a lot of footage. A lot more than I actually thought. I thought he would only want to sit down for like 5-10 minutes, but he was with us for 45 to an hour. And we got a lot of good questions, and we're gonna get our friend to you know, translate that, get some subtitles for you guys. So I'm super excited about that. I really hope that whatever he said, that I learn and actually apply, so I can become better.
Let's run back the barbecue spot that we had yesterday, but Chris is gonna have it for his first time.
Excited?
Yeah, pretty excited.
It was really good. And they're smart by being open on Easter. We had gone the day before out to eat with a few friends, and they had suggested a barbecue restaurant to us, or we kind of just Yelped one around that, and we looked for a good one that had a lot of stars, and we ran into this place called Tank House Barbecue. We really enjoyed it, so that inclined us the next day to make sure we went back, because Chris wasn't able to go with us, so we wanted to make sure that we could have him come back with us the second time to try it, because it was the best barbecue I've ever had on any place in California.
This is the spot.
This is the spot.
You can already smell it, can't you?
I mean, it smells pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to try this food out right now. I like the way that the place is laid out. Gives me a good vibe. And you know, the rule number one is like, if you go into a place and it smells good, that's a great indication that the food is gonna be really, really good.
We got a lot of food. Brisket, pulled pork, mac and cheese, kind of pretty much every staple that on the menu that you needed to try, I made sure we had on our plate.
Brent was like, trust me, this is what you're gonna wanna get. So we got like a big platter of just a lot of meat, a lot of brisket. We got cornbread and this like ridiculously sweet sauce that came with it. It was freaking amazing. Tater tots with brisket on top and melted cheese. Like, what was that? The guy like pulled the tray away and I was still wanting to get more and eating it even though I was full. That place was 10 out of 10. Amazing food spot.
Again, for me, even the second time, it did not disappoint. So it wasn't a fluke the first time. So shout outs to Tank House Barbecue in Sacramento. You guys really set the bar high for me.
Hey, why'd you have to cook me like that in tournament?
What are you talking about?
You bodied me.
No, I didn't. It was a hard match. And then we have to play again next week too. We got my socks.
Where'd you get those socks from?
I got these, did I get them from Foot Locker? One of those sporting goods stores.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Comfy though?
Yeah.
You recommend?
Yeah, I do recommend. They have some nice other socks too.
V-Trigger 2 is broken for Ball Rock.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
All right.
I never seen it before in my life.
All right, buddy. You have a good night, bro. Top 8 was really fun for me to watch because I don't know what Brent and Jared were doing, but I sat down in the rows, and it's been a while since I've actually sat down in the rows and watched top 8. I usually go off and do my own thing or like play some people. But I also decided to record some top 8 matches, some like hype moments. I was able to get some hype moments and a lot of good footage of Bruce Gamerby playing his matches. And Daigo as well. I really wanted Daigo to end up winning the tournament once he beat Knuckle Dude. He got into grand finals and he had to face Tokido, and that we already know how much drama and emotion and passion is just going on between those two in their rivalry. And Daigo had just beaten Tokido in the Kimono Michi 10-4. And I was really, excited to watch what Tokido had brought to the table because I thought that Daigo had really gotten the download, that there was no way that Tokido was gonna win. But they both played amazing and Tokido ended up winning it. Some really clutch moments from both of them, and it was a great grand final. Just seeing Guile and Akuma, even though they're both really strong, just seeing freaking Guile and Akuma not command grab Mika, Laura, Abigail. Like, it was just nice seeing Street Fighter characters. It was nice seeing solid ground game and fireballs, and it was nice to me. I liked seeing that type of Street Fighter more so than all the command grabs and all the craziness.
Shoutouts to John Choi and NCR for that. It's always a fun time. Sacramento was awesome. The food was good. The weather was good. It was a little warm, but I'll take that over cold any day. It's just an inviting experience for everyone to come outside and just have a good time and don't have to worry about rain or snow as I have at other tournaments sometimes. So overall, I give it a very, very good experience for sure.
I think it was a great tournament. It was ran very well, as usual, as always. John Choi puts on a lot of effort, a lot of quality within his tournament. The NCR series has always been good to us. It's mainly good to us because, well, besides everything running smoothly tournament-wise and not really running into many issues, we get to see a lot of our closest friends. We ran into BJ, Kelvin, Julio. It was great to see Julio again. So many people that, we don't really see on the daily or talk to on the daily, but are still our homies. And NCR is the perfect tournament for us to just go kick it, chill, talk, catch up. It's just always awesome to hang out with your friends at these events. It just builds more memories. This is now the 5th, 6th NCR that I've been to, and it's just you're at the same spot that you were 4 years ago, but 4 years older. Four more years of memories and things to talk about. So always great to run into your friends at NCR, not just the ones from NorCal, but we had a lot a lot of people from all over the US come. This was a major, but overall, an amazing experience. Big shout outs to John Choi. Thank you for everything that you did. Thanks for everybody that made my experience that much better. All the internationals, every single player. You guys inspire me to just be better, and this is why I love doing what I do. And all shout outs to the fans as well that actually came up to me and said, "What's up?" That's just an amazing feeling. So yeah, had a great time at NCR. Looking forward to next year.